Dear students, we are learning hyperbola chapter, very interesting chapter, right? So in the previous two videos, we learn about the total concepts of hyperbola and two, three interesting topics, very interesting topics. Okay, and in the previous video, I given some interesting problems like finding focus, directrix, eccentricity, length of the lattice rectum of given hyperbola, next finding equations of tangents and normals, etc. Okay, so solve those problems and given some extra work also. Okay, so solve those problems. Now in this topic, in this video, I am giving the information about exercise 5a. Okay, some of the problems of exercise 5a I explained in previous video, so remaining rest of the problems solutions I am explaining here. Okay, right. So in this one, exercise 5a, first problem, one focus of a hyperbola is located at the point 1 comma minus 3 and the corresponding directrix is the line y is equals to 2. Then find the equation of the hyperbola if eccentricity is 3 by 2. Eccentricity is given, equation of directrix is given, and focus also given. So by using these three conditions, we should find the equation of the hyperbola, right? So this is y-axis, this is x-axis, so maybe this is y is equal to 2, it is the directrix to this curve. Okay, so say focus is, let this is 0 1 minus 1 minus 2 minus 3, this is 1 comma minus 3, so this is the focus, directrix is backside of this curve, so this is y is equal to is the directrix, equation of the directrix. So our hyperbola is of this shape, so we should derive the hyperbola of the fourth form, like the fourth form. Okay, or in general form also we can solve. Okay, right. So given focus is s 1 comma minus 3 and equation of the directrix is y is equal to 2, that means y minus 2 is equal to 0 and eccentricity is 3 by 2, right? Next, let px comma y be a point on hyperbola. So by the definition of the hyperbola, what is the definition? Sp by pm is equals to E. Sp by pm is equal to E. What is the value of E in hyperbola? Which this is greater than 1, more than 1. It is improper fraction, right? So here Sp is equal to E into pm, right? Sp, distance between focus and point, that is under root of x minus 1 whole square plus y minus of minus 3y plus 3 whole square is equal to E. Eccentricity is 3 by 2. Pm is the perpendicular distance from x comma y to the line. Okay, perpendicular distance from x comma y to the line. So what is that? There is no x coordinate, so 0 plus y minus 2 by under root of x coordinate not there, 0 square plus 1 square, right? So now squaring on both sides, so 3 by 2 whole square means 9 by 4, right? So here expand this one, x square minus 2x plus 1 y square plus 6y plus 9 is equal to 9 by 4 into y minus 2 whole square, y square plus 4 minus 4y. So do cross multiplication, 4 into x square, 4x square minus 8x plus 4, 4y square plus 24y plus 36, 9 into y square, 9y square, 9 4 the 36y. Okay, rearrange the terms, bring those terms to left side, you will get 4x square minus 8x plus 4y square plus 24y, 36 plus 4 40, or 36 cancel, 4 is remaining here, minus 9y square plus 36y is equals to 0. So finally we will get 4x square, 4y square minus 9y square minus 5y square minus 8x plus 24y plus 36y, 60y plus 4 is equal to 0. So this is the required equation of the hyperbola. So like this we can find the equation of the hyperbola with the given conditions. Next problem, find the equation of the hyperbola whose foci are 4 comma 2 and 8 comma 2 and eccentricity is 2. So this is the point 4 comma 2 and this is the point 8 comma 2. So this is the possibility to draw hyperbola. Okay, so this is axis of the hyperbola, right? So here I am going to find the center. Center is the midpoint of focus, right? Center is the midpoint of foci. So by using center we can find the equation of the hyperbola. So foci, what is the foci? 4 to 8 to center. This is S dash, this is S, right? Center is equal to midpoint of S dash, that is 4 plus 8, midpoint formula 4 plus 8 by 2, 2 plus 2 by 2, that is 6 comma 2. 4 to 8 2, that is 6 comma 2 is the center. Now what is the distance between two foci? That is called as focal distance. Not focal distance, distance between foci. Okay, that is 2AE. So 2AE is equals to how much? This is 4 units, this is 8 units. 8 minus 4, 4 units. 2AE is equal to 4. Otherwise you can find graphically, that is the use of graph. Okay, graphically directly we can say that the distance between two foci is 4 units. Okay, so by using formula also we can estimate, that is under root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. 2 ones, 2 twos. Eccentricity given, that is 2 is equal to 2 cancel. Therefore what is the value of A? 1. Next we have formula for b square, that is the a square into e square minus 1, right? A square 1 square, e square 2 square minus 1, that is 4 minus 1, 3. So b square value is 3. Therefore equation of hyperbola in this case, what is that? X minus h whole square, x minus h, this is h comma k, right? By a square 1 square minus y minus k whole square, y minus 2 whole square by b square is 3, so is equal to 1. So this is the required equation of the hyperbola. So just here we should find the center of the hyperbola and a b values, then we will get the equation of the hyperbola. Next problem, find the equation of the hyperbola of given length of transverse axis is 6. What is the length of the transverse axis? Length of the transverse axis is 2a, right? That is given. So a is equal to 3. Next, what is given? Whose vertex? Whose vertex? This is the vertex. This is the vertex. Vertices, these are the vertices. Whose vertex bisect the distance between the center and the focus? Center, focus. So this bisect the distance between center and focus, right? So first of all, this is A, right? This is A. Length of the transverse axis is 2A. So here we got the value of A. Total 6, half, that is means 3. Okay, this is 3 comma 0. Now center, so vertex is given is equal to midpoint of center and focus. It is given in question. So 0 plus A means 3e comma 0. So vertex is what? 3 comma 0 is equal to 0 plus 3e by 2, 0 plus 0 by 2. So compare these two, you will get 3 by 2 is equal to 3, 3 cancel, e is equal to 2, eccentricity a value. So to find the hyperbola equation of the hyperbola b square is equal a square into e square minus 1, a square value 3 square, e square 2 square minus 1. So 9 into 4 minus 1, right? 3 9s are 27. B square is equal 27. Therefore, equation of the hyperbola, this type of hyperbola, x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. Okay, so x square by a square 9, y square by b square 27 is equal to 1. This is the equation of the required hyperbola. Okay, so read the problem carefully, write the terminology, and then easily we can solve the problem. Next problem, prove that the product of perpendicular distances from any point on a hyperbola to its asymptotes is constant. So here the prove that the product of the perpendicular distances from any point on a hyperbola to its asymptotes is constant. So let us take a point px1 y1 here on the hyperbola. This is the perpendicular distance from point on the hyperbola to one of the asymptotes. So this is the perpendicular distance to another asymptotes. This is d1 distance, this is d2 distance. The product of these two, d1 into d2, is a constant that we have to show here. Okay, so already we have clear knowledge on asymptotes which we learned in previous video. Okay, so first of all, what is hyperbola? Given hyperbola, okay, let us take the hyperbola. Equation of the hyperbola is x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. Equation number 1. Px1 y1 be a point on this hyperbola, right? So as px1 y1 lies on this hyperbola, that must and should satisfy that hyperbola. So substituting, this is equation number 2. So how can we find asymptote equations? As by equating x square by a square minus y square by b square is equals to 0, right? So here this is of the form a square minus b square, a plus b into a minus b is equals to 0. So one equation is x by a plus y by b is equal to 0, or another asymptote. This is one asymptote, this is another asymptote. So this can be written as like this, and y is equal minus b by ax means this one. Okay, y is equal to b by ax means this one. Okay, next, so these are two, as these two are straight lines. So now we should find the perpendicular distance from center px1 y1 to first line. That is d1 distance. d1 is equal, this is equation number 3. Equation number 4, d1 is equal to perpendicular distance from where? From px1 y1 to the line to the asymptote 3. Asymptote 3, this is the 3, right? So d1 is equal to perpendicular distance modulus of x1 by a plus y1 by b by under root of 1 by a square plus 1 by b square. So we know the perpendicular distance formula, modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c by under root of a square plus b square. So substitute that one. So similarly d2, okay, this is equation number 5. What is d2? It is perpendicular distance from px1 y1 to the asymptote 4. So then d2 is equal to what? here x1 by y1 by a plus y1 by b, right? d2 is equal here from this line, this asymptote. So x2 by a minus y2 by b, no, x1 by a minus y1 by b by under root of 1 by a square plus minus 1 by b whole square, right? So this is d2. So find d1 and d2 perpendicular distance by using perpendicular distance from formula. Now what is our question? Find the product of these perpendicular distances. Okay, so this is equation number 2. I am writing here x1 by a square minus y1 square by b square is equal to 1. That is equation number 2, right? So now d1 into d2. So multiply these two. Numerator become modulus of x1 by a plus y1 by b into x1 by a minus y1 by b by under root of 1 by a square plus 1 by b square into 1 by a square plus 1 by b square. This is d1 d2. Numerator become a plus b into a minus b, x1 square by a square minus y1 square by b square by root a into root a. That means 1 by a square plus 1 by b square. So this become 1 from equation number 2, right? d1 d2 is equal, that become 1 by, in denominator what is the LCM? A square b square. So you will get b square plus a square. So finally d1 d2 product of the perpendicular distances from point on hyperbola to the asymptotes is a square b square by a square plus b square. So this is a constant. As a and b are constants, the result is also a constant. So remember this formula for entrance exams. Okay, product of the perpendicular distances a square b square by a square plus b square. This is the example problem for previous formula. Find the product of the lengths of the perpendicular distances from any point of the hyperbola x square by 16 minus y square by 9 is equal to 1 to its asymptotes. So here compare, you will get a square is equal to 16, b square is equal to 9, right? So what is the formula? Just now we discussed d1 d2 is equal to a square b square by a square plus b square. So what is a square? 16 into 9 by 16 plus 9. 16 9 is 144 by 25. So therefore their product is 144 by 25. Okay, simple problem, but the formula is key point to solve this problem. Next important problem, show that the angle between the two asymptotes, this one, angle between the two asymptotes of hyperbola x square by a square minus y square by b square is equals to 1 is 2 tan inverse b by a. So this angle, this is the angle between two asymptotes, and that angle is 2 tan inverse of b by a, and also that can be written as 2 secant inverse of e also. Okay, so that is the acute angle between two asymptotes. Maybe this one, theta is equal to 2 tan inverse, or that one. Okay, so acute angle 2 secant inverse of e with respect to e, and so with the continuation of this one, we have to estimate first bit 10th problem. If angle between asymptotes is 30 degrees, then find e. So first of all, what are the equations of asymptotes? Of hyperbola x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. What are the asymptotes? Equate to 0. You will get y square by b square is equal to x square by a square, then y square is equal to b square by a square into x square, y is equal plus or minus b by a into x. So one line is y is equal to b by ax, and other asymptote is y is equal to minus b by x. So therefore m1 slope of the one asymptote is b by a and the slope of the another asymptote is minus b by a are slopes of asymptotes, right? Now angle between asymptotes be theta. Let angle between asymptotes be theta. Then what is the formula for angle between two lines? Tan theta is equal modulus of m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. So tan theta is equals to b by a minus of minus b by a by 1 plus b by a into minus b by a. Okay. Next tan theta is equals to b by a minus b by a minus into minus plus. So b by a plus b by a 2b by a by 1 b by a into b by a b square by a square, right? So from this theta is equals to what? Tan inverse of 2 into b by a by 1 minus b by a whole square. So this is of the form tan inverse of 2x by 1 minus x square, and the formula for this is, in inverse trigonometry already we learned this formula. Tan inverse 2x by 1 minus x square is equal to what? 2 tan inverse x. Therefore theta is equal to 2 tan inverse, what is x here? B by a. So this is the angle between two asymptotes. Okay, and here one more thing, tan theta means what? Opposite side by adjacent, then this become under root of a square plus b square, right? So with already we got one angle with respect to secant. The angle is, so theta is equals to 2 tan inverse of 2 tan inverse of b by a, right? So from, if we convert into secants, so secant inverse of b by a means, because secant means hypotenuse by adjacent, so root a square plus b square by a, that can be written as secant inverse of under root of a square plus b square by a square. So this is the formula for eccentricity. So if eccentricity is given, we should use this formula to find the angle between asymptotes, right? So these are the two formulas. Now first bit 10th question is, angle between asymptotes is given, how much? 30 degrees. Then we should estimate eccentricity. So we have to use this formula. 30 degrees is equal to 2 secant inverse of E. So 30 by 2 is equal to secant inverse of E. 30 by 2 means 15 degrees. 15 degrees is equal to secant inverse E. Then E is equal to secant of 15 degrees. So secant 15 degrees value is root 6 minus root 2. This is the eccentricity value. How can we find secant 15? So in trigonometry already we did this. So secant 15 can be written as 1 by cos 15. How can we estimate cos 15? Cos 15 value, cos of 45 minus 30. This is of the form cos of a minus b. Cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. Right? So cos a 1 by root 2, cos 30 1 by 2 minus 1 by root 2, plus is it. Cos of a minus b plus, right? 1 by root 2 into sin 30 root 3 by 2. So 2 root 2 LCM here, answer is root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. Okay, this is cos 15. Next sec 15 become 2 root 2 by root 3 plus 1. This is sec 15 value. So rationalize denominator, you will get 2 into root 2 into root 3 root 6, root 2 into minus 1 root 2 by a plus b into a minus b, root 3 square minus 1 square, 3 minus 1, 2 gets cancelled. So secant 15 value is root 6 minus root 2. Okay, so like this we can find the eccentricity value if angle between asymptotes is given. Next, find the equation of the normal at theta is equals to pi by 3. Hyperbola equation is given. So, normal equation in parametric form. We can solve this problem by using parametric equation of the normal. So, that is equation of the normal is what? Ax by sec theta plus by by tan theta is equal to a square plus b square. Remember this formula. Now convert this one into, divide with 12. We'll get x square by 4 minus y square by 3 is equal to 1, right? So a square is equal to 4, b square is equal to 3, a is equal to 2, b is equal to root 3. Now substitute all those here. So 2x by sec 60, b root 3 y by tan 60 is equal to a square 4, b square 3. So sec 60 value 2, tan 60 value root 3, 7. So the equation of the normal is x plus y is equal to 7. Simple problem. So to solve this problem, you should know the equation of the normal in parametric form. Okay, that is ax by sec theta plus by by tan theta is equal to a square plus b square. Okay, right. Next problem. This type of problem already we did in ellipse chapter. So show that the locus of the feet of the perpendicular drawn from foci to any tangent. This is foci, this is tangent. This is the feet of the perpendicular. Let it be x1 comma y1. This is the perpendicular, right? So here this is the tangent, this is the perpendicular. Here also this is the tangent, this may be perpendicular, it meet here. Okay, so like this we can draw infinitely many tangents and draw perpendiculars from focus to these tangents. Then the locus of all these points become an auxiliary circle. Okay, so here x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1 is the hyperbola. Px1 y1 be a point on locus. Next, s plus or minus a comma 0 is the foci. So here the discussion is about tangent. So equation of tangent is what? Y is equal to mx plus or minus under root of a square m square minus b square slope form, and px1 y1 lies on this tangent. So therefore y1 minus mx1 is equal to plus or minus under root of a square m square minus b square, equation number 2. Okay, now SP is perpendicular, foot of the P is the perpendicular from focus, right? So I am going to find the equation of SP. Equation of SP is, the point is x1 y1, so y minus y1 is equal to slope of the tangent is what? M. Slope of this perpendicular is minus 1 by m. So equation of SP is minus 1 by m into x minus x1, right? So my minus my1 is equals to so passing through a comma 0, first of all, that is y plus or y plus y minus 0 is equal to minus 1 by m into x plus or minus a. So my is equal to minus x plus or minus ae. So x plus my is equal to plus or minus ae. So p this is the equation of this line. On this line px1 y1 foot of the perpendicular lies on this line, therefore it satisfies. Therefore x1 plus my1 is equal to plus or minus ae, equation number 3. So solve these two, you will get the required locus, that is 2 square. Important instruction. So do 2 square plus 3 square. 2 square means squaring. Y1 minus mx1 whole square plus x1 plus my1 whole square is equal to a square m square minus b square whole square plus or minus ae whole square. Okay, now y1 square m square x1 square minus 2m x1 y1 x1 square a plus b whole square m square y1 square plus 2m x1 y1 square root cancel a square m square minus b square. What is the formula for b square? A square into e square minus 1. So plus or minus square just a square e square. Okay, so these two gets cancel. Here x1 square common, what is remaining? 1 plus m square. Y1 square common, 1 plus m square remaining, and a square m square minus a square e square plus a square plus a square e square. These two gets cancelled. Here a square common, 1 plus m square remaining, right hand side also. So all 1 plus m squares cancel. Finally what is remaining? x1 square plus y1 square is equal to a square. So therefore the locus is x square plus y square is equal to a square. It is a auxiliary circle. Okay, so solve this problem again. Next question, tangents to the hyperbola x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1 makes angles theta 1 and theta 2 with transverse axis. These are two tangents. So this tangent is making theta 1 angle with the transverse axis, and this is the tangent making theta 2 with the positive transverse axis, and these two are intersecting at px1 y1. This is the point of the locus hyperbola. Then show that the point of intersection, this is the point of intersection of these tangents lies on the curve. So this is the locus we have to show when tan theta 1 plus tan theta 2 is equal to k. Okay, so again simple problem. So given hyperbola x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1, px1 y1 be the point of intersection of tangents. Okay, so here y is equal to mx plus or minus under root of a square m square minus b square is the equations of these two tangents. Okay, so px1 y1 lies on these tangents, right? Y means it is a point of intersection of these two tangents, therefore it should satisfy. So y1 minus mx1 is equal plus or minus under root of a square m square minus b square. Okay, now squaring on both sides you will get y1 square plus m square x1 square minus 2m x1 y1 is equal to a square m square minus b square. Bring to left side, you will get m square x1 square minus m square a square minus 2m x1 y1 plus y1 square plus b square is equal to 0. So m square is common here, x1 square minus a square minus 2x1 y1 into m plus y1 square plus b square is equal to 0. Observe, this is a quadratic equation in terms of m. In terms of m, where a is equal to ax square, a is equal to x1 square minus a square, b is equal to minus 2x1 y1, c is equal to y1 square plus b square. So here it is a quadratic equation in m. It is having two roots. Those are m1, m2. m1 is the slope of one tangent, m2 is slope of another tangent, right? So m1 slope means this is tan theta 1 making angle theta 1. So m2 means tan theta 2, right? So it is given that tan theta 2, it is given that tan theta 2 plus, so tan theta 1 plus tan theta 2 is equal to k. That means m1 plus m2 is equal to k. m1 plus m2 indicates what? Sum of the roots. What is the formula for the sum of the roots? C by a, sorry, minus b by a. Sum of the roots formula minus b by a. Minus b by a is equal to k, right? So minus b minus 2x1 y1 by a x1 square minus a square is equal to k. So finally do cross, minus into minus plus, 2x1 y1 is equal to k into x1 square minus a square. Therefore 2xy is equal to k into x square minus a square is the locus of the given condition. Okay, so like this we can prove this problem. Show that the equation x square by 9 minus c plus y square by 5 minus c is equal to 1. It represents an ellipse if c is real constant less than 5. So this is the equation. It represents ellipse if both means x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1, right? So 9 minus c must and should be greater than 0 and 5 minus c also greater than 0. This means 9 greater than c and minus 5 bring to 5 greater than c. So c less than 9 and c less than 5. So on the number line, if we write 5 after we will get 9. So the solution is common. We should find the common solution. Here c is less than 5, this area, and c is less than 9, this area. Less than, it will not include less than. Okay, so what is the common region? This is the common region. Therefore what is the solution here? C is less than 5. Okay, so which is common solution here? That is only solution. Next, hyperbola. Hyperbola, what is the equation of hyperbola? X square by a square minus y by square by b square is equal to 1. So a square means 9 minus c must and should be positive, and here we should get negative. For that 5 minus c is negative. If 5 minus c is negative, then we will get here negative value, then it represents hyperbola, right? So this is important condition. Here both are positive, here one is negative. So 9 greater than c, 5 less than c. That means 5, 9. So greater than, this means c less than 9, right? Reverse, if we write in reverse case. So c value is less than 9. Here c value is greater than 5. This will not, less than means not include. So the common region is this one. Therefore c lies between 5 and 9 if it represents hyperbola. Continuation of this problem. Show that each ellipse in previous first case and each hyperbola in second case has foci at the 2 points minus 2, 0, which is independent of the value c. Okay, so in both cases I am going to find foci. So in first case it is ellipse, right? X square by 9 minus c plus y square by 5 minus c is equal to 1, ellipse. So 9 minus c is a square, b square is equal to what? 5 minus c. Okay, so then a is equal, eccentricity is equal to under root of a square plus b square, a square minus b square by a square. Okay, so a square is 9 minus c minus of b square 5 minus c by a square 9 minus c. So 9 minus c minus 5 plus c by 9 minus c, c gets cancelled. So 4, eccentricity is equal 9 minus 5, 4 ki root 2 by root 9 minus c. Okay, so here a value is root 9 minus c. So what is foci formula? Plus or minus a comma 0, right? So plus or minus a value root 9 minus c into e value 2 by root 9 minus c comma 0, both gets cancelled. So plus or minus 2 comma 0, this gets cancelled means it is independent of c. Foci is not depending on c, so therefore foci is plus or minus 2 comma 0. So if it is in the case of hyperbola, x square by 9 minus c minus y square by c minus 5 is equal to 1. So this should be positive, means here we should take negative. So minus into c minus 5 become 5 minus c only, right? So here a square is equal to 9 minus c. This implies a is equal to root 9 minus c. B square is equal to c minus 5. eccentricity is under root of a square plus b square by a square under root of a square 9 minus c b square c minus 5 by a square 9 minus c. So again we will get 2 by root 9 minus c. So for size we have same formula, plus or minus a comma 0. So plus or minus a root 9 minus c into 2 by root 9 minus c comma 0. So again we got plus or minus 2 comma 0. Therefore in these two cases it is independent of the value c. Both cases we got same focus, same foci. Next, very short answer questions. If the lines 3x minus 4y is equals to 12 and 3x plus 4y is equal to 12 means on a hyperbola s is equal to 0, then find the eccentricity of the hyperbola. So this indicates the combined equation of these two lines is the hyperbola. So how it means? So combined equation means multiply 1 and 2, multiply point of the given that it means these two meets on a hyperbola. That means the combined equation, I am going to find the combined equation, that is 3x minus 4y into 3x plus 4y left, multiply left hand side, which is equal to 12 into 12 on right hand side. So in left hand side a plus b into a minus b, that is a square minus b square is equal to 144. 9x square minus 16y square is equal to 144, which is the equation of the required hyperbola s is equal to 0. Now convert it into standard form. So divide each and every term with 144, right? So you will get x square by 16 minus y square by 9 is equals to 1, a square is equal to 16, b square is equal to 9. Now the question is eccentricity. So under root of a square plus b square by a square, that is 16 plus 9 by 16, right? So root 25 by 16, therefore eccentricity is 5 by 4. So like this we can find the eccentricity of the lines which are meets at a given hyperbola. Next problem, this is a slight different problem to previous problem. Find the equation of the hyperbola whose asymptotes are straight lines. Asymptotes given, then which passes through the point. These asymptotes are passing through the point 1 comma minus 1. Then we should find the equation of the hyperbola. So while finding what is the process to find asymptotes, so this is the equation of the hyperbola. We should equate the equation to 0. So here x by a plus y by b into x by a minus y by b is equal to 0, right? So to find the equations of the asymptotes, so we should equate the given hyperbola to 0, then we will get two straight lines. This is the logic, right? So here two asymptotes are given, right? So two asymptotes means the combined equation of asymptotes. So the combined equation of asymptotes. What is the combined equation of asymptotes? Just multiply those equations. X plus 2y plus 3 into 3x plus 4y plus 5 is equals to 0. This one, right? So from this equation, how can we get the equation of the hyperbola? So there is a difference. It is equal to 0. This is this is equal to some constant. Here it is 1. In some another equations it may be some constant. Okay. So therefore equation of hyperbola. This is the combined equation of asymptotes. Now equation of hyperbola is what? Same product, but equal to what? Differ with the constant. So this is equation number 1. Okay, here 0, here k. Now it is given that this hyperbola passes through 1 comma minus 1. 1 passes through 1 comma minus 1. Therefore substitute here 1 plus 2 into minus 1 minus 2 plus 3 into 3 into 1 3 plus 4 into minus 1 minus 4 plus 5 is equal to k. So 3 plus 1 4 minus 2 2 into 3 plus 5 8 8 minus 5 4 4. So what is the value of k? 8. So substitute value of k here, then you will get combined equation. Now substitute and simplify. So x into 3x what? 3x square, x into 4y 4xy, x into 5 5x, 2y into 3 6xy, 2y into 4 8y square, 2y into 5 10y plus 9x, 3 4s are 12y, 3 5s are 15 is equal to k. What is the value of k? 8. So rearrange all these terms. Finally you will get the equation of the hyperbola. 3x square 4xy plus 6xy 10xy 8y square 5x plus 9x 14x 10y plus 12y 22y 15 minus 8 7. This is required hyperbola, right? So similar problem also there in first bit 8th problem. Find the equation of the hyperbola whose asymptotes are, one is 3x plus 3x is equal to 5y, that means 3x minus 5y is equal to 0. Another one is 3x plus 5y is equal to 0, right? So what is the combined equation? Combined equation of asymptotes 3x plus 5y into 3x minus 5y is equal to 0. Next, what is the equation of hyperbola differ with constant? 3x plus 5y 3x minus 5y is equal to k, right? So this is passing through plus or minus 5, right? So 3 into plus or minus 5 0, 3 into plus or minus 5 minus 0 is equal to k. So product 3 5 is 15, plus or minus 15 into plus or minus 15 225. K value is 225. So substitute it in this one. Finally you will get a plus b into a minus b, a square 3x whole square 5y whole square is equal to 225. So finally 9x square minus 25y square is equal to 225. This is the equation of the required hyperbola. Okay, so students, this is the end of the lecture. So total hyperbola topic completed. So I clearly explained all the important concepts, main concepts, everything, each and everything explained in previous 2 videos, and total exercise problems and some of the example problems also I explained in previous video and this video. Okay, so total chapter completed. So thoroughly practice each and every concept thoroughly and get good marks in your examinations. These are very very important for IIT JEE MCET also. Okay, right. Thank you.